time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start our reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start on reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely Monday morning, and I hope that it is indeed lovely for each one of you out there. Thank you for being here with us. We're glad to be back. Another week awaits, and this time we bring back some classics to Storytime, and of course, kicking off our week with this one, Over the Moon. This one coming to us from James PROIMOS and illustrations by ZOEY. Abbott. Yes, a beautiful one indeed, and I'm glad that you're here for this one. And if you miss it, of course, remember you can catch us for the recordings later on at 11 a.m. Pacific time, but also you can catch us anytime at storytimewithmrlamada.com, at storytimewithmrlamada, Facebook, YouTube, as well as catch us on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here with us. I am glad another week is upon us. Yes, thankful for the little things. And of course, we do have this wonderful day to celebrate together. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining in Storytime. And as always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. How was your weekend? I hope that you had a beautiful one. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. And of course, thank you for the picture submission today from Judy Gilliam out in LaGrange, Georgia, for this beautiful evening winter sky. Yes, thank you so much for sharing, and please keep sending us those pictures so we can share them here on Storytime. Thank you for being here, and remember too that we do have Jack the library cat coming out on March 1st. So keep an eye out, keep an ear out for this one. It is coming your way soon. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm excited for this one. And guess what? We will be having Marietta Apollonia here too on Storytime. And of course, you'll be talking Jack the library cat and of course reading to us. Thank you so much. Where are you today? How is it where you are? Thank you for being here. Let us see this morning who is here with us, ready to enjoy a wonderful story indeed. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to you, Sharon Lungo, and of course, Soraya. How are you doing today right here in Oakland? Thank you. And you say good morning. Well, good morning to you too. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have a lovely Monday, and I hope that you have a lovely week ahead. Thank you so much for joining in, Soraya, and of course, Sharon Lungo. Thank you for joining us here on Storytime. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Sarah and Nathan in slightly icy Illinois? Well, thank you for joining in. Please do stay safe out there, and thank you for joining in Storytime. I know that the playgrounds, the roads may be a little slick, so please do be careful out there as you're playing, as you're enjoying life. Thank you so much for joining in, Sarah and Nathan, and of course Amanda West. And you say happy Monday to everybody that is joining in. Well, happy Monday to you too. Thank you so much for being here with us. Yes, we're here another week of amazing stories. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Good morning to you, Erin and Clara out in a chilly Massachusetts. Well, thank you so much for being here. Of course, we're here with beautiful stories to warm our hearts, and I hope they do just that for you today. Thank you so much for being here. We had a fun weekend visiting cousins, Cambridge and Tinkergarten. Oh, we talked about Tinkergarten before. Yes. Thank you so much. Amazing weekend you had, it sounds like. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Visiting with cousins is always fun. Is always fun indeed. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime and for sharing. And if I misread the message, please clarify. But thank you for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. Erin and Clara, I hope you are ready for this wonderful story today. Yes. Over the moon. We're always over the moon to be here with you on Storytime. This one is coming to us from James PROIMOS and illustrations by ZOEY Abbott. And we're reading this one with permission from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Yes, indeed. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. Our story is about to get started, but catch me on the other side of this very short message. Thank you for being here indeed. And I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, everybody. Jack and I are coming to Storytime on March 2nd, and we can't wait. I'll be showing you book dummies, artwork, and of course, reading Jack the Library Cat. See you soon. Bye.
Yes, Jack the Library Cat is coming to Storytime, and of course Marietta Apollonia. So please do look out for that, and of course join in the fun. Thank you so much for being here. Our story for today is this one, Over the Moon. Written by James PROIMOS, illustrations by ZOEY Abbott, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. Oh, look at those end notes. Dreamy, right? Oh. Over the Moon by James PROIMOS, illustrations by ZOEY Abbott. And of course, read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. When a baby floats down a river, she doesn't think about her place in the world. She just goes with the flow. When a baby floats down a river, she doesn't think about her place in the world. She just goes with the flow. Yes, indeed. When two wolves sit on the river's edge, the first wolf thinks about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong. The second wolf thinks about dinner. Yes, indeed. When two wolves sit on the river's edge, the first wolf thinks about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong. Well, the second wolf thinks about dinner. When two wolves spot a baby floating down the river, they agree it would be a good idea to scoop her up and take her home. You know what? They do just that. Yes, when two wolves spot a baby floating down the river, they agree that it would be a good idea to scoop her up and take her home. And so they do. When two wolves get the baby home, they are both over the moon with joy. Oh. The first wolf says, "We will nourish her and teach her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong." The second wolf says, "I was planning on eating her." Please don't. Yeah. The second wolf says, "I was planning on eating her." Oh. but the wolves do teach her well. Yes, indeed, the wolves do teach her well. And the baby grows into a young girl. Aw. But the wolves do teach her well. And the baby grows into a young girl. When the first wolf says, "I love you, child," and the second wolf says, "I must admit, you make a better girl than you would have made a meal." The girl is happy. Aww. Yes, indeed. When the first wolf says, "I love you, child," and the second wolf says, "I must admit, you make a better girl than you would have made a meal." And that makes the girl happy. The girl is happy. Aw, look at that smile. The days pass. The girl grows stronger and wiser. Yeah, the days pass. The girl grows stronger and wiser. The first wolf says, "Time moves too fast." The second wolf says, "I'm afraid she will leave us one day." Oh, that was the whole point of nourishing her and teaching her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong, says the first wolf. Yeah, time moves too fast. The first wolf says, "Time moves too fast." The second wolf says, "I am afraid she will leave us one day." That was the whole point of nourishing her and teaching her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong, says the first wolf. One day, when the girl goes out to pick berries for dinner, she sees something she has never seen before. She runs home. She does not even know why. Oh my goodness, what did she see? Was it a monster? What do you think? Her eyes look terrified. What is it she saw? What do you think? Oh my. Yes. One day, when the girl is out to pick berries for dinner, she sees something she has never seen before. She runs home. She does not even know why. Well, let's find out what that was. When night falls, the girl can't stop thinking about what she saw. The world is upside down. She is not the girl she was before. Oh my goodness, what could it be? Yes, when night falls, the girl can't stop thinking about what she saw. The world is upside down. She is not the girl she was before. What changed? What did she see? Oh, my page is stuck together. There we go. The girl goes back to that spot again, to the spot again and again and again. And you see what she saw? The girl goes back to the spot again and again and again. When the girl tells the wolves it is time for her to go, the first wolf says, "That is why we nourished you and taught you about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong." The second wolf tries hard not to, but she sheds a tear. Oh, yes, indeed. When the girl tells the wolves it is time for her to go, the first wolf says, "That is why we nourished you and taught you about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong." But the second wolf, though, tries hard not to, but sheds a tear. Oh, yeah. Suddenly, the ground feels like a river, and the current takes her to a building. Oh, yes. Suddenly, the ground feels like a river, and the current takes her to a building. What building is it? Where is she going? And to an open door. Yeah. Suddenly, the ground feels like a river. The current takes her to a building and to an open door. Oh, an open door full of possibilities. Now, the girl and the wolves will spend their days apart. Oh. Now, the girl and the wolves will spend their days apart. But when each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girl into their arms and take her home. Oh. But when each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girls into their arms and take her home. Oh. Yes, indeed. But when each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girl into their arms and take her home, as they did from the river so very long ago. Yes, as each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girl into their arms. Yes, as they did from the river so very long ago. And that is the end of our story. Thank you so much for joining in today. Every time I read this story, I cannot help but just think of the love, the time that we have with our little ones, and also the little ones, the time that they get with you. So parents, little ones, don't take the time that we have together, that you have together with your loved ones for granted. You know, time moves fast. Let's take advantage. Let's spend those moments. Let's enjoy. Let's make memories. But also parents, I know too that as kids grow, they will flourish. We hope they flourish and they move on. They will move on to other aspects of their lives. They will explore school. They will explore, hopefully many other places. They will travel. And I know that letting go, that piece of letting go can be hard. So and thank you for joining in, and just this wonderful book again, reminding us of let's grab hold. Let's take hold of the time that we have together and enjoy it to the fullest. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad you were here with me for this one. It is a sweet one indeed. Every time just goes straight for my heart. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'll be right back after this short break. Thank you for being here with us.
Hi, friends. I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Storytime with Mr. LaMotta. Bye.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed for joining in, friends. And I am glad that we were here together. I hope you enjoyed this lovely, lovely book, Over the Moon. It came to us from James PROIMOS and ZOEY Abbott, and of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A beautiful one indeed. And find it at your local library and get to enjoy it some more. And yes, indeed, it is one I think that will resonate with most parents out there too, as they let their little ones explore the world and grow in this world. And of course, we learn to nourish them, teach them, and of course guide them, and hopefully that those instructions, that love can take them into the world and to face it head on. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed that one. Please join us again tomorrow when we're back for another beauty. This one coming to us from Sarah Jacoby and Chronicle Books, and this one is called Forever or a Day. Yes, do join in. Beautiful book indeed. Forever or a Day, coming to you to Storytime tomorrow. So come and join us tomorrow, and we'll be right here with that wonderful book. Thank you for joining in, friends. This has been Storytime for this wonderful Monday morning. I hope that your day is beautiful. I hope the rest of your day is indeed wonderful. And of course, if you're in a part of the world where it is already further along in the day, I hope that the rest of your evening is a beautiful one too. Thank you so much for being here. Lots to look forward to on Storytime, of course, and out there as well. Remember too that Jack the Library Cat is coming out, and so much to learn from that book. I hope that you find it at your local library and get to enjoy it. And of course, look forward to the visit of Marietta right here on Storytime on March 2nd. So do keep an eye out for that. And of course, we do have a wonderful lineup this week coming back to Storytime after a while. Of course, we've had Over the Moon. Tomorrow we have Forever or a Day, and then it'll be tomorrow most likely Can I Sit With You? And then we close it out with Hello Rain. Yes, some amazing books out there coming to you this week, all from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in. This has been Storytime. Please remember to submit pictures if you have that you would like us to share here on Storytime, of course, for our backgrounds, and we'll be happy to do that. With your permission, of course. Thank you for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful day. One more time, let us see who was with us enjoying that wonderful story. Sharon Lungo and, of course, Soraya. I hope that you have a wonderful day out here in Oakland. Thank you for joining in. Happy Monday to you. Thank you for being here. And more happy Monday wishes from Sarah and Nathan out there where it is slightly icy in Illinois today. Well, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Happy Monday to you. And of course, have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Tara, McNamara, and of course, Erin and Clara, thank you for joining in. And thank you indeed for bringing your joy from the weekend where you were visiting with your cousins. I am glad that you were here with us today. Thank you. And I hope that that book spoke to you as well. I hope you enjoy it. Of course, we hope to see you when we're back tomorrow for another wonderful book. Forever or a Day, coming to us from Sarah Jacoby. Do look out for that one. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I will see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start our reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh. brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.